there's a massive shit in there. I mean, like the biggest shit I've seen in my entire life. Two.
Yeah.
And it's not for him. Brody, listen to this one.
Get me one.
Right.
Okay, what
so
you got?
I went on holiday with one of my friends, and so like I arrived there, and like we were sharing a room. So I arrive and I go to the toilet as you would, and I'm like, there's a massive shit in there. I mean, like the biggest shit I've seen in my entire life. And I was like, fuck. So I was like, right, I need to flush this. So I tried to flush it. And bear in mind, this is not my shit. Like, I've just walked in and there's a shit in the toilet.
And is this like a holiday house? Or
this is a hotel.
A
This is a hotel. And, like, my friend was already in there. And I was like, you bitch. Like, was that you? Like,
wow.
But
impressive.
No. So then, like, basically, it just doesn't flush. And I'm like, I'm just fucking sick and tired of trying to flush this shit. Like, I'm just going to confront her. And she's like, yeah, I saw that too. Like, she was like, basically, you know, like, yeah, I saw it too. And I was like, damn, like
someone shit in our
I was
room.
like, no, I was like, damn, they gave us a hotel room with a shit in it. Anyway,
as a hotel worker, I have shit in people's rooms before whilst tidying them.
Brody.
Because you kind of have to. Like, if you gotta go, you gotta go.
Wait, just wait. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So I think like eventually, no, it did not. We could not get it to go away. Like it was that fucking big. It was just blocking. Like you could still pee and flush. It was solid. Like
I need to picture this poo in my mind.
It was. If you're watching on YouTube, like fucking ginormous. I don't know how it did. It was the healthiest poo you'd ever seen, but it was also like, what the like that came out.
Drink more water.
Yeah. Anyway, so
you don't
then
pee out of your butt.
Yeah.
Sometimes you do.
So, I know. Sometimes you fucking do. For 3 weeks at one point. Anyway, so basically, we'll say that in a different episode. So basically, then we were like, we had to switch hotels at one point. So we moved to the next hotel, and like, you know, I went into the room, toilet. It was like, you know, normal.
Okay.
There was no shit in the toilet. And then a bit of time passes by, and then I'm like, you know, I'm off for my shower, and I look in the toilet, and there's a massive shit again, and I'm like, bitch, that was you. I fucking know now. I know. I was like, I fucking recognized that.
Why not just admit it? Like,
because I guess like she just didn't want. She was maybe embarrassed or whatever, and like she couldn't even do anything about it.
You couldn't even be that embarrassed if you're leaving it every time.
Because she
chop it
literally-
up.
She could not. She probably needed
Get
to have a poop
chopper.
knife,
Yeah.
like a poop knife. Yeah.
Put it in your pocket.
A poop knife.
Have you never heard of that?
No.
Well, she fucking needs one. So
No. You can't just fucking gloss over that. What the fuck is a poop knife?
Have you never heard?
No. I don't
Okay.
think anyone has.
Okay.
There is no way
like a
I've
butter
not
knife.
heard of a poop knife.
Do you
There's no
spread-
way
right,
anyone
right.
else has.
Okay, I have never used a poop knife.
I don't know.
People-
It definitely sounds like you might have. Or
Bro,
that
my
you know people that
my
might have.
poos are definitely not that big.
Okay.
But basically,
Like a cat
a poop
poop.
knife, I've heard about it multiple times, and because I've had this incident with this friend, multiple times, may I add,
Yeah,
me
it's
trying to
not
flush
finished.
it, like me trying to flush, anyway. What's a poop knife? Some people poop really big poos, and in some families, apparently it's quite like
Genetic?
a thing. Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
a thing. So basically, there's some families that literally have like a designated knife that they chop up their shit with, and apparently it's like there's just some families that's just the norm for them.
Look at your face. Pure disgust.
I'm just imagining. Do they need a poop fork as well to just like? What do they do with it?
Do they have
Brody,
a poop?
I honestly don't know because
have a
I've
poop
never done
fork.
it before.
Otherwise, well, I guess that's what my dad was
Oh.
using, a stick.
They would have to break it down, I guess. Yeah.
That
So
was
Because a
what
knife,
you
would chop
needed.
it up, but he was
Yeah.
just like
yeah. So imagine like
swirling it around.
he had a poop whisker.
Yeah,
Put some eggs in that, salt and
milk
pepper.
in, yeah.
anyway.
Made pancakes.
Fry it up.
Guys, I made pancakes in the toilet.
Chocolate pancake.
So then basically then I ended up like staying at her place and like at her parents' place. So this was my last night before I had to catch my flight back home, and I'm staying at hers, and like I'm off for a fucking shower, and yet again here we are confronted by yet another fucking shit the size of a log, and and I'm there and I'm like, fuck, her mom is literally gonna think that that was me and that I've blocked her toilet. So I was like,
the poop
I have
guilt
to.
is real. It really is. If you
At
go
that
in and there's
point-
poop there, you're like, fuck, that is now on me. It's like if someone like throws a piece or kicks a piece of, you accidentally kick a piece of litter, you're kind of like, fuck, I'm kind of responsible for that.
Yeah,
now.
I think
Yeah.
It's like, I guess
Yeah.
it's like that. You walk in the toilet and someone's pissed all over the fucking
Yeah, and you're like,
you
I
have
don't-
to
like,
clean it up.
yeah, you're like,
yeah,
the next person is going to be like, that fucking dirty bastard.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And I was like, I don't
Not
want
your
her mom.
responsibility.
I was like, I'm staying at their house. Like, this is, you know, the ultimate disrespect for me to be leaving a massive shit in their toilet.
Ultimate disrespect.
So I did everything. I even tried to find a bucket. I literally filled it up to the top and I was trying to full on flush while I'm doing that. Everything. It was not going away. So I was like, fuck it. I'm just going to leave it. Like, I don't care anymore. I'm leaving tomorrow anyway. So I went to bed that night and I just heard her mom like panting, like trying to flush it.
like shuffling, like plunging the shit. Just,
Probably going
this
for
is
it.
something she does a lot.
Yeah, and I was like, this is not her first time, not her first rodeo. Like, I can tell.
Oh
No.
my god.
See, you learn something new every day.
A
You
poop
do.
knife.
Poop knife.
If you've never heard of one, they exist.
I see. I've blocked the toilet. The biggest shit I've ever done was in Maine, Boston.
Boston, Maine.
Yes, my auntie was getting
They
married.
still haven't unblocked the toilet.
Yeah,
To this
I wouldn't be
day.
surprised. It was literally as soon as we arrived as well, because it was my auntie was getting married in Maine and Boston because she lived in Bermuda, and she knew someone that lived there, and we got like the flight over. I think we maybe flew to Amsterdam first to get a layover and then go over. I'd basically gone like quite a while with not doing the toilet. I was quite uncomfortable with doing the toilet unless it was in our house,
Yeah.
pretty much in like comfortable space. So if we were ever on an airplane, was I fuck going to the toilet?
No, of course
In
not.
an airport, no. Like bit better, but no, I wasn't
No.
going to the toilet.
Yeah.
We finally arrived at the place, having eaten like a bunch of airport food.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I hadn't just
Kinda
been
makes
to the
her
toilet a few days before.
Tommy, so
Constipation
like when you travel, it's kind of like that extra like stress.
Stress,
Yeah.
No joke, it was like dark green, and it was not so.
That means
it-
you're healthy.
and it was healthy. It was in between though, like the realms of like liquid and solid. Like, so there wasn't like a distinct shape. It just fit the shape of the toilet. And it just came up out of it. Like I was like, I couldn't stop shitting for ages. And I looked down and there was no toilet water visible. It was just like all like solidified. It looked like
the
green.
toilet up.
It looked like dark green mud.
Oh.
It looked like if you were walking in like a bog, like here in the country. It was like
Ew.
that. And I tried to flush it and obviously couldn't. It was literally, I broke the toilet as soon as we arrived in the place we were meant to be staying.
No.
Yeah, but there was a plunger next to it. Because we were in
Did
Maine.
you do it?
Brody, it sounds like you were a shitty
I have
child.
a feeling my gran did it.
Oh, you bastard.
Yeah.
How dare you
I
make
have a
that
feeling-
precious woman do
I didn't
that?
know how to use a plunger. At the time, I was like, what's this? Yeah.
Imagine.
Yeah,
Ew.
I was notorious, but yeah, I since not eating meat on like regularly, I eat meat very rarely now.
Yeah.
I poop a lot more regularly. I
Yeah.
think back then I was just eating a lot more like a lot more meat, and
Chicken
specifically
every day.
I think specifically the human body like does react and is a lot more regular in that sense when you don't eat as much meat. But my body specifically, a vegetarian sort of diet caters to it a lot better.
Yeah.
You're like more vegan actually because you can't even have
Yeah, we
dairy.
can't have dairy
I used to be able to though, but that was also probably part of the problem.
Loads of meat and dairy.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the time, and obviously always in excess. I'd always eat more than I needed to because
Growing boy, like what can you
grown
expect?
boy, yeah.
Yep.
That's what usually happens. Like when I was in school, there was like a group of guys that were just like they were the tall guys, and
Yeah.
they ate so much, and we called them the seagulls because they would just come. They would just constantly come and be like, "Can I have some?" Or "Are you finished with this?" And it's like, "Fuck off! I'm eating my food." Like you're a seagull trying to eat
Yeah.
all my food.
I got called a gannet. So apparently,
a
I think it's
gannet?
another seabird or kind of bird that.
Like another freaking bird.
That's
Yeah,
too
parents
specific.
Always call me a gannet.
Again it.
Yeah, gannet.
Yeah, there you go. So
You
it seems
goddamn
like a
rat.
common thing.
You goddamn hungry rat.